Party Hard is a simple, chaotic, and ultra-violent game, ultimately entertaining if not especially deep. You play a serial killer who runs through parties across the country with the goal of offing everyone present, anywhere from 30 to 70 people or potentially even more during certain levels with special conditions, and pre-generated levels utilizing the soft randomization of certain elements such as trap layout, item availability, and head count. Killing is easy, as simple as walking up to someone and pressing a stab key, or setting one of the many traps available throughout the levels. Getting away with it is the tricky part. If someone sees a body, they're quick to call the cops, and unfortunately, our hero hasn't done nearly as much cardio as the partygoers, and there's little chance of chasing down anyone running away from you, or chasing you. Not to worry though, cops do little to disrupt these parties and will do little more than bag bodies. Unless you're seen with a corpse, in which case they'll chase you for longer and longer periods as they become called on more and more. You can fight them off, of course, though it proves difficult. Cops and most special temporary NPCs like paramedics and the Mario-like construction worker are immune to stabbings, and the non-threatening NPCs to traps as well. So your only hope is to either outrun them, typically with help of special escape routes which teleport you to a different part of the map they cannot follow through, and if you should use one while being chased, we'll call in the aforementioned worker to barricade them, or to lure them into a trap. Both can prove difficult without pre-planning, as cops can easily outrun you and the vast majority of traps are very limited in use. Manage to off two of them and the feds show up to scour the map for you. Chances are you won't be coming away from them so easily. Thus the game, whilst bearing a resemblance in graphical fidelity, air of style, acid-like trips, music, and ultra-violence to the Hotline Miami games, tends to require a more patient, methodical approach than the high-speed twitch action of those titles. However, like the second Hotline Miami, you may unlock characters with wildly different abilities for added replay value, such as a stealth character who throws smoke grenades, hides against walls, and has a sword strike which can kill multiple victims at once. It alerts anybody who sees him to call the cops. Or a woman who kicks people unconscious before stabbing them, allowing you to safely drag victims away from prying eyes, albeit at the cost of precious time. Also like Hotline Miami, there's a story to tie all the violence together, but rather than the mysterious, almost noir approach of the former, Party Hard leaves little to the imagination. Between levels we're offered cutscenes of a police officer who followed the case being interviewed. The recording is nearly as mediocre as the dialogue, unfortunately. The plot twists are as cliché as they are shallow, with the writer often attempting to hide their obviousness with nonsensical wordplay. It's the worst sort of cheese, the kind that takes itself a bit too seriously. Unfortunately, cutscenes can be skipped to throw you right into the next level. Ultimately, Party Hard is a fun game which doesn't overstay its welcome. Very simple with enough level layouts, traps, and random events to keep you on your toes, though any longer and it might have been a slog. If you do indeed want more, however, there's a community-based level creator to lend an endless supply. This is a good game to turn your mind off to and just have a little fun, but don't expect anything more than that.